Okay. All right. I am, by the way, I am in probably the most relaxed gaming position you could ever possibly imagine right now.
All I can imagine is you, like, that time you got that red light ticket, like, your feet cocked up on your dash,
Oops.
like, your head hanging out the window, one arm on the steering wheel, the other arm just hanging on the sill.
I tell you what, you're not too far off it. I'm sat here, right? So my microphone is on a big old boom, as you're aware.
Yeah.
I'm sat here with my feet up on a box, with one hand on my desk. My mouse hand, I've actually moved onto a stack of pizza boxes that's like not even on my desk. And I'm sitting at like 45 degrees to my desk with my feet up, with my mic swung out over in front of me.
That's awesome.
And I'm just kicking.
So it's almost like the South Park World of Warcraft cosplay, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
We'll just have to get you to put on a few more kegs and you'll be right.
Yeah, I'm in full just podcast mode, just sitting back.
I like
chilling out. I'm especially like I probably don't have as much energy as I normally would after I said before. I literally just finished recording 4 hours of Call of Cthulhu, so
yeah,
I'm pretty worn out. But luckily, this is a bit more chill.
Yeah, this is always kind of a chill.
Yeah. So anyway, as all of this has probably been left in the intro, welcome back.
Yeah. Back at it again.
Yeah, we're doing some more Diablo 2. It's been a little while since we played because recording schedules have been pretty tight the last week or so.
Well, we've missed out on a week of Diablo, but we've squeezed in like a ton of other stuff.
Yes, so there's a lot of magic stuff. So the first magic video went up today, dating this video again, which is fine. The first magic video went up today. The first hard copy game, like with physical cards, goes up tomorrow.
Oh, it does. I've been waiting for that. The editing looks sick.
And then this will probably go up Thursday. And then New Call of Cthulhu. Actually, New Call of Cthulhu will probably go up Thursday if I can get it edited in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, everything is slowly going out. But anyway, yeah, welcome back to the Rat Project. I'm Johnny. This is Tim.
Howdy.
And this is our Diablo 2 playthrough, Lord of Destruction, where we kick back and we kind of just talk crap while we play one of our favorite games from our teen years, I guess. I fucking love this game.
You could just say childhood, that works, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, if I think childhood games, I more think like maybe Jak and Daxter. Like I played that. I don't know. I kind of think that was more childhood. This was more like sort of early teens kind of thing.
I'm practically still a child, so any game that I've played is a childhood game.
Yeah, I mean, my Tinder profile does say professional man-child as my occupation.
Do you know something funny I found out the other day? I'm in 2 of Scott's 4 Tinder profile picture photos.
Amazing.
So basically, he's getting all these matches, and those poor girls are thinking it's me.
Yeah, poor girls. Okay, so last time we wrapped up, by the way, as I said, it has been a while since we played this, but last time we wrapped up, we actually finished Act 1. We just killed Andariel.
We did too.
Make sure you hit P for Peter and
join the
party.
You mean P for party?
P for pedophile, yeah. Yeah, so we just finished Act 1, we just killed Andariel, and we were going to come back and immediately head through to Act 2. So if we want to talk to Warev, we'll
Mr. Caravan.
You're all done here?
Yeah.
All right.
Where is Warev?
Over here by the campfire. Did my game just crash? Oh, the cutscenes work in like full screen, which is weird.
East. Here we go. Wait.
Did we record the cutscenes for the first game? For the first session, first bit?
I don't know.
I think we did.
I'm gonna ride through it.
Yeah.
A great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp there last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
All right. Bam.
Cool.
So here we are. Welcome to Luke Lane.
That was a trip down memory lane. To
Yeah.
Luke Lane.
I like the way they did this, like that narrator. So that narrator, it's pretty brutal. The camel like dying in the journey, and the dude just fucking
He
boots
just-
at one.
Just laser foot into it.
Yeah, like you wouldn't see that in games these days because people would fucking have an aneurysm.
Yeah, like people kick up a storm about Pokemon because it's fucking animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Pokemon don't actually exist, you fuckheads.
But anyway, yeah. So we're back. Not back, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Luke Lane. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Reminds me of one of the towns in... Well, there's a desert act in Diablo 3, so...
I know much about this.
yes.
It's a bit reminiscent.
Yes, it is very similar. Now, immediately, of course, arriving in the new town, we do have access to a whole bunch of new equipment, which I'm going to... Okay, bam, there's a bigger belt. That is exactly what I'm looking for.
I know much about this.
There is bigger helms as well, but I think I'll just hold on to mine. Yeah,
So is the light... Wait, which belt is the good one?
there was only one, and I bought it because fuck you.
You shit.
I went to a belt, like just a straight up belt, which is the one with like two buckles. I feel like you already had one. I think.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were talking about it last time. But yeah, okay. Did you talk to Jireen, or whatever his name is, the mayor?
Nope.
When we
I ain't talking to
came.
nobody. Remember, I didn't even get like
Greetings,
one of the
honored
quests
traveler.
because
I
my
am
internet
Jaren,
died and then you
Lord of
completed
Luke
it.
Lane.
Yeah,
I bid you
feels
welcome
bad.
to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once
I'm
again
dead end.
caravans
Yeah,
are free
whatever,
to
I don't
travel
care.
through the western paths.
I want to go.
Yeah, so
Bullshit.
basically he says he's happy that we're here, but for a long time the city has been under siege. It all began when a wanderer came this way, obviously. He was looking for a tomb, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
All in all, he says we're under
cutscene.
siege, but...
It seems pretty calm to me.
Yeah, so he's talking about, like, out in the wastes out here. I don't think there's much we really need to do. This guy's like the magic vendor. Which, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have much that interests me.
Maybe he interests me.
Greetings.
There is Atma here who gives us a quest, actually.
Whoa.
I don't expect.
Which is cool. There's also this area back here in the inn, by the way. Wait, is it here? I don't think it is here. Or maybe it was here. Yeah, I think it was. It was like up in here. This is like where I used to trade items between characters, like along this wall, I think. Whoops. Because you'd drop all your shit there and then nobody could see it.
Oh, yeah. At least I know where to get your shit next time you drop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing ever... Because, okay, so here's the thing, right? For people who didn't play Diablo 2, here's how it worked, right? To change items between your characters, you had to drop it on the ground and switch character and join back into the same server. Now, the thing is, if you did this on a high population server, chances are, somebody might find your shit and take it. But if you did it on a low population server, you got better chances of people not finding it. But if everybody leaves that server disappears and anything that's on the ground gets deleted.
Yeah.
So it was like a real risk-reward situation where, like, you had to go onto a server that, like, you knew wasn't going to go down. So you probably had to go onto a server that had, like, 10 people.
Need some help.
But that was 10 people that could find your shit and potentially take it.
Yeah.
So this guy does have mercenaries for hire. These guys are like the warriors. They're just like hand-to-hand combat guys.
Yeah, we might get one at some point.
Do we want to dive into the sewers? I guess we do, right? That's where our first quest is. Or, nah.
Yeah, we're just got to use your footage for the first 15 minutes.
You're the worst. Like, we talk about this so much beforehand. You need to sync your stuff then.
1, 2, 3.
No, like menu sync.
Do it.
And then we need to do a
Options.
1, 2, 3 sync.
Options. Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Jeez.
Just giving everybody an insight behind the scenes kind of thing, like what goes on.
I don't understand how... I mean, I say, like, I'm giving you a hard time. I did just record 4 hours of Call of Cthulhu, and 2 hours of that didn't record, so I don't know that I'm really in a position to talk, but it's fine.
I want a burb. No, I want wolves.
So anyway, we have, so it is a Tuesday night, as we normally record this on a Tuesday, because it's sort of when we're free.
Do we?
That's an inside joke that no one will get. Oh my god. Oh, Radimus. Oh no, it's Sand Raider. Jeez, I thought that was the big boy. I thought that was the big boy himself. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, it's a Tuesday night. Tomorrow night we have D&D.
Yes.
Now we're gonna have to try and make a bit of a good impression tomorrow night, because
Why?
also I was browsing Reddit the other day, right, and I saw on r/Dungeons and Dragons that somebody had posted their like makeshift D&D table, right, and it had like 3,000 karma on it, and I was like, really? So I took a couple of photos and I posted our D&D table, just at Karma Farm.
You're like, this is how it's done, boys.
Yeah. So I posted a couple of photos and it sort of took off a bit. And overnight, like a lot of people commented, "Oh, you know, what's your stream? What's your YouTube stuff?" Blah 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 blah. Like I'd like to follow. And anyway, a couple of people found it on their own because I woke up with a bunch of new subscriptions and stuff. Not subs, not Twitch subs, but like YouTube subs and Twitch follows and stuff. But anyway, yeah. So long story short, there's like over the last couple of days, we've got a bunch more followers on Twitch and a bunch more subs on the channel. So if you're one of those people that came from Reddit, you're the real MVP. And you probably hate that I'm talking about it like this, but no, I mean, I don't know. I don't really like posting on Reddit and being like,
oh, check us out.
Yeah, I don't really like posting and being like, hey, come and check out my Twitch streams or come and check out our channel. It was only because people asked for it that I was like, yeah, okay, like sure, I'll give the details.
You weren't like proactively just going out and be like, yeah, watch our shit.
And I mean, the other thing is too, like I joke around saying that I'm karma farming. It's not necessarily what it was. It's just like I put a lot of time and effort into all of our stream setup, and 4 people see it. Like, you know,
but then it's all about getting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, it's nice to be able to put something on the internet and have people be like, man, that looks really fucking cool. Like, you know, it's nice to have your stuff
like a bit of recognition.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's the same with anything really. But
yeah, and then we rock up and we're just like, oh yeah, same shit.
Yeah, yeah, you guys don't appreciate anything.
Hey, I helped make that table from the ground up.
No, you didn't. A few people were asking about like, you know, like showing how to do a setup like this. Which is something I think we've talked about before, like doing a bit of a video
behind
about
the
how
scenes
it's set up. Yeah, but
and you could be like, this is X and X mic, and this is X and X stand. And
yeah, I mean, because the thing is, a lot of people are streaming D&D on Twitch these days.
Yeah.
And
some of the setups
I'd say most of the setups are like I don't mean to be a dick, like. Good on them, but a lot of the setups are pretty janky.
Yeah, and like a lot of it's just Roll20 anyway.
Yeah, and you know, like I like to think that in the early, like not so much now. Like I think you know we've spent a lot of money on our setup now to try and make it a lot more professional. But I think in the early days,
I like how you say we.
Yeah, well, you know, I thought I'd make it sound a little less awkward, but I
try and cut me in on the deal.
But yeah, I think in the early days especially, like we did a pretty good job of doing a decent setup at a good price, like with a good budget kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if that's maybe an option, like maybe do something like that. And then, you know, because you could do a thing and you could be like, okay, if you want to do a basic setup on a budget, you could do X, Y, Z. And then if you're looking to upgrade, you could do X, Y, Z kind of thing. But I don't know if that's the sort of thing people would be interested in. I mean, in the end, you could always put it up, and if people watch it, people watch it. If not, who cares, kind of thing. But
yeah, maybe you should make an alternate karma whoring account.
What do you mean?
And just shamelessly plug the channel.
Oh, just like not as anyone related to the channel though. Just somebody being like, "Oh man, I found these really cool guys on YouTube. You should all go and check them out because they're absolutely my favorite YouTubers of all time."
And then I'll just go like gold it.
Yeah, so Burrow actually got on because we were talking last night, and I mentioned it, and he's like, "Oh really?" And like 10 minutes later, there was a comment from Burrow saying, "Oh my god, that's so cool! Did you build it yourself?" And I just didn't reply to it because it felt too awkward. I was like,
to like simulate a conversation.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to say to this, so I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, no. So anyway, it was good. We pretty much, I think, like doubled the subs that are on this YouTube channel. Overnight.
Well, actually, it was funny as it was actually last night. So I'm at hockey, and I got this mate who, like, you know, long time, like, kind of like, he's a nerd, but like he's like, you know, sporty guy, pretty smart, like real social guy, gets along with everybody.
Yeah.
And he's like,
"Oh, righto, why don't you fucking ask him to marry ya? Fuck me."
Well, I would, but he's got a girlfriend.
Jeez.
Anyway, he's like,
I was
"Oh,
expecting
look,
you to be like pearly white teeth, super soft, supple skin.
no." Well, you're not wrong, but I wasn't going to go in there and say it.
Yeah, sorry, anyway.
After the match.
By all means, continue with
Yeah,
the fucking
go
story.
ahead. It's not like I ever do this kind of shit. Where you're just like...
Can I just interrupt real quick though? There's a shortcut to give your companion a potion. I know that it's probably dumb asking you, but
That's a bit rude.
no, that didn't work. Okay, I might look this up in a minute. I know there's a way to do it. You hold one key and you press another, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, sorry. I've interrupted twice now. Let's see if you can actually get this. Let's see if you can get this story out before the end of the episode.
Yeah, right, cool. So, anyway.
Fuck me,
Last
these
night.
archers are tearing me to pieces.
Rip. Yeah, they do a bit of damage. Yeah, this guy last night is like, oh...
There's a preserved head here if you want it.
yeah. No, I've got a magic one.
Okay. Oh god, I nearly died.
Jesus. Oh, arrows. Shit. Should I just start that story from scratch?
Yeah, I was deliberately interrupting you.
Yeah,
I
figured
knew
as
that you
much.
didn't want it. Yeah.
Alright.
I don't do very much. I'm genuinely not trying to interrupt you. I just did it by accident, but I don't do very much damage at the moment. Holy shit, I need an upgrade.
Oh no, this guy's just tough.
I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'm dying.
Okay, sorry. I will be quiet for a moment. You get your fucking story out.
It's because you're used to just playing Call of Cthulhu and you're by yourself, so
Yeah.
you've got to do all the talking.
Yeah. Oh, mind you, Call of Cthulhu, there's a lot of like narration because it's a single player game and it's very story driven. There's a lot of like narration and stuff, so I do spend a lot of time just being quiet anyway. But
You wouldn't imagine, eh?
yeah, but yeah, no, I'm still very used to like, cause for anyone that doesn't know, like I've been recording stuff solo for a long time. It's only recently we've really dove into. I just identified a heap of shit, but anyway, yeah, it's only recently we've sort of dived into doing a lot of like combined stuff. So I'm very much still in the sense that I have to fill all the dead space. Like I have to be talking non-stop kind of thing. But
Like probably like before this kind of lot of stuff, like the last time we did any kind of co-op recording, streaming would have been Dying Light.
yeah.
Which was mad fun.
What did we do with that? We just streamed it, didn't we?
We just streamed it.
Yeah.
I think it still might be on. Nah,
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's gone. Dying Light was really fun. There's a Dying Light 2 that's sort of in the works. Yeah.
Anyway, that story.
yeah, go on.
We're coming full circle.
Eventually.
Yeah. So this bloke that I know, he's just like, oh, I've haven't like been into this thing for ages, but I'm only just starting to get back into it. He's like, I'm not like getting any of the stuff, but I'm watching a bit of it and all that. He's like, I don't know how nerdy and geeky you are. I don't think it's like your type of thing. And I'm like, oh, what is it? He's like, I've just been watching a lot of Magic the Gathering online lately. I was just like,
boy, do I have a channel for you.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I was like, he said this to me yesterday. I was like, literally, I streamed like 4 hours of that on Saturday, like recorded. So I was like, you've come to exactly the right person.
Well, I mean, it's funny you should say that. Like, you say, oh, this sporty guy, social, like everything else. So
Shit.
Borrow, who's a member of the Rat Project, who is in not much on the channel at the moment, but he will be. We're doing some more stuff soon. But he is a US Marine. Oh well, and he's a what do you call it? A veteran Marine.
Can you say that?
Yeah. This is fun. He's a veteran Marine.
I've competed with him.
Why did I just go through a portal?
I opened it.
It just teleported me to you. Anyway.
That's interesting.
Yeah, really, really fit boy. Very social,
fit boy.
Very social boy. Very experienced, very worldly. And
Worldly. I like it.
last night I was playing Arena. And he's like, "Oh, what you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just playing some Arena." He's like, "Oh, yeah, cool." And anyway, he's like, I raged at Arena last night pretty bad. But anyway, I was like, "Oh, fuck this guy." And he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Okay, this would make no sense to you, but he's like doing this and whatever this guy was doing." I'm like, "Oh, he's doing this." He's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "You do realize I'm like super into Magic the Gathering?" I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "I have probably about 600 cards."
That's about even as I.
Yeah. But no, so he was actually telling me that when he was in the Marines, so I'm not sure exactly what his role was because it's American and I don't know American like roles that well.
Lingo.
But he's some sort of like networking specialist or radio specialist or something like.
Oh yeah, communications kind of.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Bo, I don't pay much attention. But anyway, but he was saying when they were deployed, they weren't allowed to have phones, and they didn't have, like they didn't have computers or anything. So how they entertained themselves was with card games, and one of the most common ones was Magic the Gathering. So yeah, when they were away, that was just what they played, like in their spare time.
Well, I could see myself playing Magic for hours on end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at so we put aside a couple of hours to record some games, and look at how much you get done in half a day's recording. Like,
yeah, time just flew.
Yeah, like it's crazy. But yeah, I really need the Herodric cube. My chest is filling up super quick.
Mine's getting there. Yeah.
How may I help you?
But yeah, no. So Burrow's actually. So last night, Burrow was telling me actually that he has been watching this series, because like when he's doing his homework and stuff, because he's at uni now or college or whatever the American version is. And he was saying, yeah, he just like listens to it while he's doing his stuff. So hi, Burrow.
Greetings.
But yeah, sorry. That'll probably have to get bleeped, actually.
I'm taking
what was I saying?
Potions because I'm so squishy.
What was I just talking about?
You talk about Burrow going to college, about Magic.
Oh yeah, so he was listening to these videos back, right? And he was saying last night he listened to the one, because we were talking about this a couple of episodes ago, saying that about our Diablo 3 our Diablo playthrough with Caesar and Burrow, and how like everyone got super salty and stuff. And he was like, "You fucking asshole! Like, fucking, you guys led me into traps."
You talk about Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said in the video, like we'd go into like things, and like we wouldn't tell him about traps. So he joins the Discord and he's like, "It's not that you didn't tell me about the traps. It's that you deliberately led me into traps and watched me die."
That's the funny part though.
But like the thing that's sort of hard to explain is that like
You don't want to ruin an experience.
well, yeah, but not only that, but like it's not like you deliberately lead into traps in Dark Souls. It's the traps in Dark Souls are pretty hard to avoid. Like a lot of them you have to trigger, like
fucking Sims Fortress.
Yeah, unless it's like
oh shit. Behind us is a lot of spicy shit going on.
I mean,
well, it was.
Sure, there's a few here and there that you can avoid, but if you want to get like sort of every good item in the game and stuff like that, which I think we really tried to do, You know, you have to go and do those optional areas where, yes, you get fucked by a Black Knight or, you know, whatever it might be.
True.
The Dark... So, you'll understand this. I was kind of triggered when we did Dark Souls 1. So, Burrow's going to have a fucking tantrum. Well, not a tantrum, but an aneurysm about this when he listens to this. But
You stitch him up.
I was pretty salty about our Diablo 1 playthrough because the first Black Knight he killed, he got a Black
Dark
Knight.
Souls. You said Diablo. I was like, what?
I said what?
You said Diablo 1.
Oh, I got Diablo
like,
on my mind, sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1. So the first Black Knight we killed, he got a Black Knight halberd.
Oh.
And just used that, like, for 90% of the game. I think he did change to something else, like, towards the end. But, like, just the most powerful weapon in the game. And just had it from,
It's pretty up there, yeah.
Well, literally, it is, like...
Oh, like, stat for stat.
Yeah, like, stat for stat and stuff. Like, it's, yeah, the number one go-to weapon.
I think...
Like, speedrunners and stuff all use the halberd, like, and, like, farm for the halberd and stuff. Like, it's, yeah.
I think I actually, on that, I think it was the second Black Knight, the one, as you just run past the Drake.
Yeah, yes.
How he's up the spiral staircase. I think because I've only technically...
Oh god, help, this is bad.
I've only ever really beaten the first Dark Souls once. And, yeah, I was lucky enough to score that, the Black Knight halberd.
Well, so the first one you can actually get to is, you know, the one in the Valley of the Drakes that's like stood at a ledge, and beneath him is like the bone wheel skeletons.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually the first Black Knight you can get to, because you can dip through and go directly to him. And if you do it right, you can backstab him off the ledge and kill him at level 1. So when I say speedrunners do it, that's how. They run through to there, kick him off the ledge, and hopefully get a halberd.
Yeah, and then if not, you just restart. And...
Yes, yep. So I watched a thing that I watched for way too long about,
Roderick Scroll?
you know, like how to get
I can't
it
carry
and
anymore.
stuff. But yeah.
Should we keep the books of skill, do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, you can do, yeah. I mean, my skill tree's a fucking mess at the moment, dude. Like, I've beansed it so bad. Well, I don't think I've beansed it, but I've just spread points everywhere.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, so that's it. Got to get the fuck out of here. You opened that chest, yeah?
Yeah.
So,